working. Let's hope the internet gods allow me to actually stream today. That's very cool. We got the world building stream number 34 finally working. Alright, seems that everything's good. Okay, we got the streamer bot going, we got new music today. Chat, I can see both chats. Very happy, everything's sweet.
Hello.
Awesome. Hey, Head, how are you? Yeah, I just needed to update the permissions from StreamerBot because my account was not linked, so I was not able to actually get the chat going. Now everything's going fine, and I can see vertical and horizontal chat, and I think it's moving great. You guys can see me. All right. So today, what are we going to do today? Today we are trying to figure out this asset pack. My client actually got new asset packs for me to work with. So actually everything worked out super great. But this one is an asset pack for Unreal 4.25, which did not actually did not work properly on Unreal 5.4.4, so I need to fix it. You see, we have a lot of floating assets and a lot of things that we need to fix, and basically I have all these assets in the outliner. It's just that they're not referencing the right thing, so basically I just need to go one by one and actually find them in the content browser and relink the outliner to the actual asset. I did this yesterday for a couple of hours, and today I'm going to just finish this one, and then we can continue with the big environment. This is great because we will have a lot of interior spaces which will look amazing. Alright, so let's continue with the main area right here. So the main area, basically, you see the static mesh holder is empty, right? So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger like this, and a little bit bigger like that. And now I should be able to start looking for the assets. One quick way to do this is just copying the name, pasting it in the content browser, and you should be able to find the thing. Now select all the assets that have the same name and paste them. Then you can go F and see if they're actually being pasted in the right place. And this one seems that actually we have a problem with the material of this one, so we're gonna just open it up, and it's actually a I see we are having some problems with the materials as well. First time I come up to this problem, which is maybe a problem we can easily solve by making this material double-sided. If we make this double-sided, I think that is no problem. Now we should be able to actually get this closed. It's okay, let's keep on placing these materials, these objects, and see if it actually works or not. So we have a bunch of balconies as well. Let's look them up. This is just a way to try to reconstruct. So we have the balconies, perfect. Bone pile, okay. This is a way to reconstruct the environment, which we are going to modify anyways, but I do want to have a nice starting point. And also I want to see how the developer uses its own assets, which is always good to study and understand how are these assets meant to be used, so you have a better understanding on how they are constructed and how are they supposed to work together, which is kind of fun because feels like building a Lego, which I have like the instructions for. So here I'm gonna go F, and now we are starting to get some flooring. Good. Which again is kind of twisted, or is it me? No, everything's good, I think. So again, it's always nice to just double check super quickly if everything's actually making sense, and then you can always just fix it or correct. So we have this door, which is number 4, and I'm going to place it here, and then we got the frame for this door, which is just a matter of copy pasting, finding the door, finding the same things on the outliner. This is a little bit of a repetitive task, but at the same time it's kind of fun because I'm able to actually get in touch with the assets themselves, and I'm actually learning how they're connected and what actually what do we have to play with. So 01, we have this frame 01, which is this one, and sometimes things get very confusing pretty fast, so it's always nice to double check. We have this kind of square door. These assets are seriously beautiful. Like, I really like in this style. Like, look at this knight right here, it's so cool. Wow, this is so nice. Like, and it's gonna look so sweet with Unreal Engine lighting. Oh yeah. And I want to do some super awesome bake lighting for this. I'm kind of getting very interested in baking lighting, in baked light, because I think we can achieve some interesting, like, super detailed lighting scenarios, especially for interiors where light is not supposed to move unless you have a flame, unless you have a little thing that it's no problem. So here we have the number 2, which is the other side of the door. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger so we see exactly what's happening. Always double check. Okay, we close the door. That's amazing. And hopefully we should be able to get this done in about a couple of minutes. Yesterday I spent a long time actually trying to do this. Not much, like about an hour, maybe less. So these metal spikes we cannot find, no problem. So we're just gonna go fence, metal spikes, and fence, metal spikes. So we're gonna go fence. And I remember these assets. The problem is that some assets are not named the same as in the outliner. So hey, you gotta really work it out. But I know that yesterday I found these ones that actually made sense. I'm gonna look them up, and I'm going to add this for the number 1 metal spikes. Oh, we do have them. Sweet. So actually, is this the one? No, I'm sorry. I need to go back to the room main, ceiling, door, metal spikes 1 right here, and this is the metal spike 1. There you go. So now it doesn't really make much sense, but we need some extra assets for this to make sense. Environment gem large 1. Again, we have some naming that does not belong. Gem large. There you go. So this is large 1, large 2, and we double check. Okay, we still have no flooring, so it's okay. I mean, I'm not supposed to be doing this job. Like, we paid for this asset pack, and it's supposed to be working on the latest version of Unreal. So I guess these asset packs are kind of weird because it says that you need to have 2 asset packs to actually make them work. So maybe there's some documentation and maybe it's a version dependent. So it makes sense, but if you're a big company with a bunch of asset packs, I understand it's hard to keep them up to date, right? With the latest version of Unreal, since it goes so fast and evolves so fast. But it's something that you should always consider. If you're selling asset packs, try to keep them updated to the latest version. Because if not, people will buy them and they will be like, oh no, they don't really work. RO? Oh, hey, John. No, I didn't ask him. I made my research and basically I tried to open them in Unreal Engine 4.25 and they gave me the same problem. And I read the documentation and opened them up together and still gave me the same problem. So I'm just bringing them together, which is kind of good for me to like also understand like how are they connected and exactly what do we have. So I'm gonna finish this hopefully in about 20 minutes. I'm almost there, and the idea is to also get in touch with what do we have here, so we can actually modify it in the future, right? And make this even more interesting. But there's no actual way to relink this, because sometimes the name doesn't match and they have this other number which means repetition. So there's no
in contact with the team prop, he know the issue.
Yeah, I mean, we could ask, but at this point I'm already I'm about to finish this. And if you think about it, we are not going to just copy and paste this into the game. So at the end of the day, I'm going to modify this anyways. So it really doesn't matter that much at this point. If this happened with all of the asset packs, I will be like, yeah, let's look for help. But this just happened with this one, and it really makes sense. Like, yeah, it's not a big issue. Don't worry. Like, if it was like something that it will take me like, I don't know, 8 hours to do, I will be like, yeah, let's look for help because this doesn't make sense to do. But since it's just I'm like, if you see the outliner, I just need to go through just a little bit more and I'm finished. And most of them are repeated. So it looks like a lot of assets, but if I select the whole group together, it's boom, like all the walls, all the floors. So it's kind of also nice for me to see exactly what we got in here, because it's interesting. Like sometimes I realize that we have a lot of things that I didn't realize. I need to take my time to actually open the overview of all the assets and take my time to actually look and make my own folders and my own combinations of assets and build my own prefabs and stuff. This is something that a Ubisoft artist talks about, making your own prefabs. That way you can really speed up the process and then you can modify those prefabs and continue. Okay, we got mushroom number 1. We got a new mushrooms here, which is amazing. They really go well with the asset pack that the Unreal gave away today. It's funny, like everybody's asking for the volcano pack, and that volcano pack is no longer available, which is just a volcano with an emissive color. And if so many people are actually asking for that, I think it's time to make my own and put it in the marketplace, because it really it's very cool actually. But if you look it up close, it has some problems that I would like to fix. especially with the lava, make some nice lava meshes. Okay, so this is the number 2. But yeah, all the other asset packs are working super nicely. There's one asset pack that required shallow water plugin and the extra Niagara plugin system, which when I opened in Unreal 5.4, it did just open perfectly. So I think those became already implemented for like the bird particles, and we even have a moving turtle and stuff from the pirate pack, which is super nice. And we have an underwater post-process material, which will make the character look like it's underwater, because I want to make some underwater environments. I really like that a lot. Alright, so let's go with the round pillar right here. Great. You see, now it's starting to appear. And we also had a problem with the material in the library, but thankfully there's only one material for the whole bookshelf, so it was very easy to fix. Round simple right here. Yeah, I'm so happy to be streaming again, because yesterday I worked 2 hours on the landscape, like really hard work, like really trying to get all the rivers beautifully connected to the water and everything, and it was perfect for a time lapse. And when I realized the OBS was not recording, because my dad called me and I stopped the recording, and when I came back to work I didn't started the recording, and I was like, no, that was perfect for a time lapse. But you will see, like as soon as I open the big environment, you will see the changes. I worked on the landscape so much, the desert area, the river areas, the connection between the ocean and the rivers, the hillside to the river. It's gonna look super cool. I'm very, very excited. Let's go square 5, and let's take all of this right here. Okay, let's double check. Okay, cool. Let's go square 6. Let's just copy paste and get these right. These pillars are amazing. It's funny because the pirate, the volcano, I mean the tropical island, has some ruins that look like troll ruins from World of Warcraft. It's super fun how like everybody's just trying to copy each other. And actually those comes from Mexican ruins, like those are the real reference. Like if you think about it, everybody's referencing the Mexican indigenous ruins, which, like my professor said once, it's better to go to the source and try to actually study some history and check the real life places, and from there you can start actually making stuff. Because if you copy somebody else, it's just gonna be a diluted version of what the original is, right? But it's good always to check on other games and check on other. So we have the railing. Okay, this is named differently, no problem. So we got the railing. For the railing, we have different options. So here it's a matter of testing a little bit which options we have. We're gonna go to the polygon dungeon and we're gonna check the railing. So this railings is number 15, and we have different railing styles. Here, most of them are modular and they can be interchanged, no problem. So we're gonna find what's the best one for this location and try to use it. We have these ones that have like very thick holes, it kind of works. Then we have this thin one that we used in the library, which is kind of nice, but we already used it. We have these ones that are a little bit lower. I need to be careful with this one because this one has a different height and it's actually floating from the ground. So this is not the one we actually are trying to use. And I will go with the number 1. which is actually floating, but I think there's another mesh that goes in there. Let me check this one. Yeah, all of them are floating, meaning that there's gonna be another mesh there. Let's go with this one. I really like this one for this environment. Just to switch it up a little bit. It's always nice, we can always change that, and it's super cool that all of this is modular and we can actually make it look as we like. So here we're gonna go with the angled railing. So I'm just gonna put it here and I'm gonna go railing angled right there, and this is most likely to be this one, which is also used in the you see, in the library. So double check if everything makes sense. We don't want anything to just intersect weirdly with another piece. This is the one we need. Great. This is gonna be super cool. Like I'm very excited about this area, because we can actually connect the tropical area, burned forest, with the lava caves through this dungeon, which is super cool because I needed like a big space underground, and this is perfect for it. Perfect. We're gonna come here and we're gonna come here. Okay, cool. So we have two broken ones. We have broken one, it says broken one, perfect, name is correct. And we have broken two right here. Double check, everything makes sense. Okay, we have the railing curved one, so we're gonna put it here. And name does not match, doesn't matter. We go and just go railing curved. Okay, doesn't want to appear, so we have okay, naming does not match. So we're gonna look for the railing, a railing that is curved. Alright, I haven't seen that piece yet. Okay. Here's where you start running into problems. Sometimes this happens, but so if we write curved, it does not appear. If we write railing, it does not appear as well. Do they mean angled? No, they use the word angled for the actual angled one. Okay. Oops. This railing, and this is the railing we got. Curved. Maybe they mean curved like this. Let me check. Let's all get all these curved ones, and oh, it's already there. Oh, no worries, no worries. Sometimes we do get the asset. Good. So it is here. It is here. Good. The asset that I couldn't find was actually placed. Good. That's funny. So let's go railing pillar. Okay. So this railing pillar number 2 is gonna be placed right here. Let's just make sense of it. Okay. And we do have a problem. This is not the actual railing that we need, since it's going above the height. So here I'm just gonna find this, and we're gonna change it for one that actually matches the height, which is this one. There you go. Now we have the actual a pillar a little bit above the actual railing, which makes much more sense to the original design. Okay. It's like, I mean, we don't have that many options. It's not that hard to actually get this right. Alright, we are almost there. Let's continue with this broken. Let's just go here. Okay, these pillars, great. I love when they repeat the same asset for a long time, because it's much easier. I can't wait to get this in the actual level. Okay, so we got pole 1 and we got pole 2. Great, and this is repeated right there. And let's double check. Great. Okay, we got this. We got full body skeletons. We got a lot of things. We can make cemeteries. We can like make so much out of this thing. Again, we don't have the proper name, which is actually happening a lot on this little group. It did not happen much on the other ones. I think I was on the wrong folder, sorry. Oops. Okay, cool. So we're going to go with platform number 1. Now we're gonna actually start seeing this environment take shape. All of this is platform 1. This holds the actual structure from the ground. Oh, my computer is actually getting hot. I think I'm gonna get a different case for my computer. It's very small and compact, and the cooler cables that cool the radiator, the CPU, the processor, go above the GPU, and they get heat up by the GPU, so my processor is not getting the most advantage of the cooling from the liquid cooling from the CPU cooler. I need to separate the components and let them breathe. That case, it really does not help. I'm gonna ask a friend of mine who knows a lot about computers to actually help me get a better case. I kind of want to get like a big kind of frame, put it on the wall, and separate all the components like very far away. That would be super awesome, and have it like up there so you can check out your computer. It really makes sense. Like, it's a desktop computer. We don't need it to be all packed up and just heating each other components. Alright, so let's continue with railing angle, broken, curved. We're almost there. Okay, so here we're gonna use the flat platform. Okay, now we're gonna get some this is the platform number 5, so this is the number 5 right here. Double check. Okay, connection is good. It seems very nice. Now we want some actual flooring, and we want some actual pile around it. Right here. Oh, it's a big pile. Okay, so we're gonna get the number is pile number 1. Just be very careful not to change any name. Okay, or delete any asset. This is all square 1. There you go. And then we got the square number 3, which is this right here. And then we got the root. And then, oh, we got some roots. Perfect. I need this for the swamp environment and for the jungle environment. Which, if you think about it, I can model this no problem. I kind of want to use speed tree to model some beautiful trees, and then use decimate to actually, oh, look at this. Hey, this is so nice. It's like a little thorn kind of thing. That's so cool. I kind of want to use speed tree to create some super cool trees, and then decimate them using Blender or ZBrush or whatever, and get them into this low poly style, which is what they actually do. They use decimate to decimate the props, and they do twist them a little bit. They do some hand work on them, because for example the knights, this is actually I think it's hand modeled. I don't think it's decimated, because the topology, I mean the actual shape of the thing is very well thought. It's a very nice stylized work, which absolutely is not something you can like achieve that easily. Okay, so we got these little things. Let's double check. This rubble, super nice. We got some rubble. This is amazing. I'm really liking this place. Roots, rubble, and pebbles. Okay, we got the pebbles, no problem. Right here, pebble 1. Let's get all this pebble 1 right there. This is pebble 1. Good. Now we got pebble 2. All of this is pebble 2. And pillar 1. Oh, it looks like a heartstone from I'm sorry, I shouldn't be repeating myself so much, but it looks like a heartstone from World of Warcraft, which actually comes from Viking runes, which is actually the main reference, I guess, where this actually comes from, which we do need to actually study, because we're gonna have some Viking areas. Maybe not Viking, but some snowy areas that will have some stuff like this. Some God of War style stuff in low poly. Those are so cool. This is number 5. Okay, number 5. And then we have some you see, we got some stuff right here we can actually fix right now. We got some little intersection right there, no problem, we can fix it. That's it. Let's go. It's also nice to just fix little things like that. Okay, so we got the rounded one. Rounded 2. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Do we have more, or it's just a repeating thing? Okay, no, we do have 4 and 5, which is a different actual mesh. Cool. Okay, now we got the upstairs, spiral stairs. Nice. This is very good. Let's go and copy them here. And we do have, those are so nice. Spiral stairs. Oh, they look so nice. Okay, let's go save this up and here. And we got the stairs. Now with this one, we should be able to get most of the environment. This is the beauty about modularity. Okay, let's just go stairs. And we're gonna copy them right here. So a static mesh environment stairs, And I see we are using number 13 and 14. Okay, let's go only on under 13, and I think it's this one. Does it make sense? Yes. Let's go under 14 and let's use number 2 for that. Does it make sense? Good. Alright, let's go environment broken 1 and 2. So we got broken 1, we got broken 2, we got environment stairs wall 1, which is amazing because we can get most of this here. So we got wall 1. Nice. Now with this we should be able to get a better idea of the environment. So environment stair wall 1. I know there's only one mesh for this triangle wall. Great, it's gonna cut right there. And then we have statue 1 right here. Oh, those are super sweet. Really like those ones. These are gonna look great with the lava. It's like a little kind of Grim Reaper kind of thing. Cool. So let's continue with the next one because I really want to finish this thing and place them. Wow, this girl keeps on changing these meetings for me. I don't really like that. New York 3 p.m. 1 p.m. What is she talking about? It's already 3 p.m. in New York. Like what? I don't know. Let me just open this up here so I know that I'm gonna take this time from the it's this girl is being a little bit weird. Like yeah, it's a red flag. But nonetheless, I need to be professional and give everybody a chance, because if she wants to buy an image from my art station, I mean, I'll be happy with that. But also at the same time, if she's not able to schedule a simple video call with me, it's like, oh girl, I don't know. Red flag. This lamp is very big compared to the night. I don't like that much. But there's no other lantern here. Let's just keep on placing assets and see how everything looks like. Then we're gonna just walk around a little bit and check if everything goes well. Good, nice. We have the centerpiece. Beautiful. Okay, now we got the tiles. This means that we are actually going to make the floor of the environment right here. Let's see. Cool. Environment 4. Let's get this going on. Let's get all tiles number 5. Okay, cool. Now we are starting to get some flooring. Beautiful. And now we want to do tile number 6. We got a bunch of tiles, and it's super interesting how they use them, because not all of them have the same pivot point, meaning that you can get beautiful round shapes like this. right here, and you can get a lot of different things. This is a great example of modularity, seriously. Very smart how this asset pack is actually created. It's really using a lot of tile number 33 does not exist, so in this case I need to just pick up all the 33 and start actually using something that works. In this case we need something that, there you go, that is symmetrical on each side, meaning that it does not have direction and it will work from any position. And even this one is better because and something that does not have a lot of like marks or anything different, so it looks repeated.
You made this in a day?
No, this is a, hey real slash, this is an asset pack that my client got for me, but unfortunately it's for Unreal Engine 4.25, and when I actually opened it in that, okay, when I actually opened that in the Unreal Engine version 4.25, it didn't work, and then I opened it in the latest version of Unreal 5.4.4, it didn't work as well. But I realized that I just needed to relink all the outliner assets to the actual static meshes. So most of the time the name is the same, I just need to copy and paste, but some of them are not named the same, so I do need to like look it up. But no, this is not my original design. I'm just trying to understand how the developer uses its own assets, so I can actually start from here and modify and actually get this to a better, more interesting thing. I'm actually trying to use this to connect the tropical area to the volcano area through the mountains. So we will have like a little kind of dungeon with lava and stuff. So this is gonna be like the interior of the volcano kind of thing. Because I do want it to make like very big interior spaces, and this is great for it. So this is just like let's say starting point, and from here on we're gonna modify and modify until it really it looks original. And also we're gonna add a lot of original stuff.
Dave, that sucks. I have been there.
It sucks and it doesn't sucks. Because one positive thing, if you really try to always think about the positive, since I'm working with so many asset packs that I don't really know or understand, making this building this piece by piece really lets me understand how these assets work and how they are connected, and actually what pieces do we have, meaning that if I do want to modify this and create an extension or make this my own, I'm able to actually play better with the pieces. Imagine building a Lego from scratch, right? You see you have the manual and you go pick up all the little pieces and you understand them by separate. Then you can break that Lego apart and create a variation. I did this with Bionicles and a lot of times with Lego. You do need to understand how the actual developer, the creator of the assets, actually use them, and then you can start actually making your own things. But you have a good understanding of what pieces you have and how to use them. So it's kind of positive in that regard. Because it happened to me many times that I open an asset pack that I don't know well, and I'm like, I don't understand how to put these pieces together. For example, we have a castle asset pack and I don't understand how to build that castle. It's just a bunch of pieces that do not make sense for me until I go to the actual level, demo level, and the demonstration level, and I start like actually seeing, oh, they use this for the floor, oh, they use this for that wall connects with these stairs, oh, I understand now, and then I can create my own castle. It's kind of
I feel you at bar.
it's kind of at the beginning I was like a little bit like, oh, disappointed. I was like, come on, dude, like we're supposed to have this working, we paid, money for this asset pack, and it actually didn't even work on the version they actually promoted on, which is Unreal 4.25. And I was like, oh my god, how I'm going to fix this? And then I made some research, and I was not able to relink the references because some names are not the same, and the number of the asset changes and stuff. But then I just started to rebuild it, and by looking on the outliner, the name, and the content browser. Awesome, I got a meeting tomorrow for 1 p.m. to see if what happens. I'm very skeptical. Like when it comes to NFTs, I'm like, red flag, red flag. But nonetheless, I made some sales for NFT projects. I worked in some with some NFT projects that paid me with like USA dollars, and I don't know if they made some money from them, but I got paid, and I was pretty happy. Unfortunately, that got my Instagram flooded with a lot of scammers, so I needed to make it private and like delete everybody. Like even like close friends of mine, and then I made it public, and then people started adding me again. So my advice is, don't use weird hashtags on your Instagram. Okay, so we got tiling number 35 right here, and we are going to actually get this. Those stylings, as long as they're not too repeatable, it's okay. Actually, the less detail they have, the less repeatable they look like. We don't want any cracks or any like broken corners, because then you have that broken corner repeated all over the place. So here.
Where are you from?
My parents are from Ukraine, but I was born in Costa Rica. My aunt met a Costa Rican guy who went to study to Russia. Listen how crazy the story is. And after he got his architecture degree, he went to Ukraine for a museum and church tour, because we have a lot of museums in Ukraine and a lot of very beautiful churches. And he went for a tour, and then he met my aunt, and they got together, and he decided to get married, and he brought her to Costa Rica. And it was the 90s, the Soviet Union collapsed, and there was hunger, and it was very difficult times in Ukraine, like very, very difficult times. So my aunt brought my mother to Costa Rica, and she brought my father and my brother, who is 4 years older. He was born in Ukraine, and she was pregnant with me. So 4 months after they came to Costa Rica, I was born. So I was made in Ukraine, but I was born in Costa Rica. Crazy story, right? And if you think about it, I'm very happy, very grateful, because we probably have the best weather in the world. Like, temperature here is always nice, and it's a very peaceful country. We do have some gun violence, unfortunately. Lately it's rising up, because younger people are just going crazy, and it's not nice. But yeah, as long as you don't go to the wrong places at the wrong time, you should be fine. Like any other country, right? It has some places you don't want to go to. But yeah, I'm super happy to actually be living here. Okay, so we do have some interesting stuff here. We have some traps. For these kind of assets that are parented, the smartest thing to do is actually look them up on the outliner and then select all of them and try to place it right here. So we do get to use them together.
That was an adventurous story.
Yeah, and then my dad came to Costa Rica and he loves the ocean, he loves fishing, he loves all that stuff, and he fell in love with the country. And then it's crazy, like, because my parents are like fashion designers. My dad started working in a shoe company, making shoes with his own hands, like not designing or anything, just actually sewing shoes. His fingers are super strong because of that. And then he got in trouble, not in trouble, he got into a verbal fight with another guy that was very racist towards Europeans. And then he got fired. And then he went to the church, and then he talked to the father. I mean, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say that in English. To the the guy who gives the speeches in the church and stuff. I'm sorry, I don't know those religious terms in English. And then he told him, like, well, I lost my job and stuff. And this guy told my dad like, hey, so what do you do? And he's like, well, I'm a fashion designer. I know how to draw, and I know how to paint, and I can. And the father was like, well, this person was like, what's the word in English? I totally forgot. It's not fatter, but we call them fatter in Spanish. So this guy told my dad, well, we need some stained glass. That's how you call them, the big glasses in the church that light goes through. And he told my dad, well, we need some stained glasses, and we cannot find an artist to make them for us. It's been very hard to find somebody to make those things for us. And then my dad said, well, let me try. And then he created his own style of stained glass. He did not break the glass apart. He just uses one straight glass, one kind of very sticky resin, and he separates that one piece of glass into little tiny pieces, and he colors each individual pieces with some very stinky paint from the Netherlands. And then basically that's what my dad used to rise up. He came here like with less than $2,000, something like that. It was very rough for my dad, and then he just kept on going, and he has a lot of very famous stained glasses paintings in Costa Rica. And then unfortunately, this kind of paint, which is very toxic, I'm kind of like scared about it. My dad always told me not to enter the little workshop because it was very smelly, and he used very big like masks to cover the chemical smell. And yeah, I remember painting with my dad and stuff. I used to help him fill these little gaps of
Message takes 30 seconds to reach yellow now. Exit stained glass.
yeah, I'm sorry for the delay. I don't know how to make that faster. So yeah, my dad made a lot of, he got a lot of clients, and he became like the stained glass dude in Costa Rica. Like everybody was hiring him. Everybody was like, all the churches got like to talk to each other, and they were like, yeah, I know a guy, I know this guy, he's very good, he made this and this for us. And then he started getting too many clients, too many clients, and he couldn't get all of them. So he started like hiring other people to help him and stuff. He made the original design, and then we got some helpers and stuff, and it got very good to one point. And then unfortunately, this kind of paint that my dad used to bring from the Netherlands, stopped being produced because it had some serious heavy metals in it, and it was like very dangerous to work with, which is kind of scary to think about it, because I did smell a lot of that paint. That's maybe why I'm so crazy, probably. But nonetheless, the paint stopped being produced, so my dad started using another paint, and unfortunately this new paint that he started using was not the same quality, and the stained glass started peeling off after 6 months, 8 months, and he started getting a lot of calls from all the churches like, hey dude, like, well, your stained glass is just like getting like peeled off, can you come and fix it please? And then it was unbelievable, like everybody was calling my dad, and they were not happy like with the stained glass quality of the paint. And my dad basically needed to basically tell them like, well, I'm very sorry, I cannot fix that for you. And that's how he stopped working on that. Thankfully, he recommended another guy who worked with my dad, and they got some other kind of paint, and they were able to like give them maintenance to maintain those stained glasses. But it's something that you need to do once per year, kind of thing. It's a lot of work. And it really, my dad wanted to move away from that because he fell down from very high places with like very long ladders. He fell down a couple of times. Thankfully, we still don't know how he didn't break anything. But he told me a couple of stories that he just like fell down from like 7 or 8 meters height, and like, you know, somehow he made it without breaking a bone. He got hurt, right, but not too seriously. And then my dad got some capital. He got some money from this, and then he started buying silver, like silver chains, silver. Yeah. I mean, like, my dad's story is crazy. It's seriously crazy. And then he started like opening little silver stores, and silver was very popular in that time, and people were buying silver a lot. And he was actually selling silver, and he opened little shops. They were like little bit separated from each other, and yeah, my dad, nothing serious happened. It was just very scary. He told me that it was very scary. Like when he landed to the ground, he was like, "Ooh, okay, nothing happened. I'm in one piece, okay." Because it was not a straight fall down. It was like the ladder kind of. Yeah. Oh wow. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the subs. So thankfully, my dad told me that he didn't fall straight to the ground, but instead the ladder started like moving away, and slowly he got down, and poof, fell down. And nobody was in the church in that moment, so nobody saw it, and it was super scary. Yeah, but thankfully nothing happened. Fireplace entrance 1. What is this? Yeah, so after he opened all these silver stores, he started working with silver and a little bit of gold, mostly silver, and it was doing very good. And then, unfortunately, again, you know, the ups and downs of life, people started stealing from my dad. Even our own workers started stealing from my dad, and my dad decided to close these stores and just open one store that he was able to actually have a more control over, right? And after he opened this store, he realized that people wanted to buy other things, not only silver, because silver is very expensive. And he started working with fashion jewelry. Fashion jewelry is all these little things that girls like to like wear, which makes them look very beautiful, but they are mostly made of plastic, which is not so environmentally friendly, I guess. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trash that comes with that industry, but he started bringing this fashion jewelry from the United States. He basically went to Manhattan without knowing any English to find a vendor for this thing, and he found a big building that focused on that. And there were Spanish talkers, and then he got a little better English, and then he got around, and he started bringing a lot of fashion jewelry, and basically he managed to open another store and a third store, which are very close to each other in San Jose downtown. And these are the stores that actually, to this date, that's what my dad works on. But the really interesting thing that happened to my dad, which is something that I really want to talk to him. He doesn't give me much details on this because it's very personal to him, but there was this very old Jew in New York that actually made my dad a big. He lended a lot of money to my dad, and he was very sick. He was very old, and he was. He told my dad, like, well, you've been a very good client of mine for a long time, so I have this money here, and I would like you to use it to actually try to get a better store, like a bigger store in the most walked area in Costa Rica, basically the area that has most transit, like human transit in the whole Costa Rica. And my dad got very scared because the amount of it was very big. The amount was very, very big, and he thought about it, and then he accepted it, and he managed to pay this guy. My dad managed to pay that money in about probably 8 months, almost, like, I think it was less than a year, like I think it was like 10 months. And then a couple of months later, after repaying this money, he got the phone call that this actual person died. And it was crazy, like my dad felt like so good that he managed to actually repay him before he passed. And it was because of that thing that my dad actually was able to rise up. It was super crazy, that story. Like, I need to ask my dad exactly the details. My dad is like very reserved. He doesn't like talking about numbers or money much, but he told me that it was a very big amount of money that he thought he was not going to be able to repay him on time. And thankfully by that time he started getting a lot of new Chinese merchandise that actually comes from China to New York, and then from New York to Miami, from Miami to Costa Rica. And these Chinese designers got very cool stuff going. Like, they got some crazy designs going, and my dad, since he has an eye for design, he started buying a lot of this, and it just sold like crazy, because my dad actually sells in bulk for other people to buy and resell in other regions of Costa Rica. So he's like a distributor of these things, and he got a lot of smaller stores buying directly from him, and that's how he managed to pay him back and stuff. My dad is very smart when it comes to business. He's really very, very, very smart. He's like, dude, always think about the client. Like, it's not about making money, it's about making the client happy. If you can keep your client happy, dude, that's all you need. It really doesn't matter about, it's not about making money once, it's about keeping that relationship going. And yeah, that's basically how my dad got on his feet, basically. Crazy story. We have an asset that I cannot find in here. Wall fireplace entrance. Okay, we got it. Wall fireplace entrance right here. There you go. Oh, beautiful. We have a fireplace right here. Okay, let's see. Let's check it out. Yeah, so my dad is always like trying to push that idea on me. He's always telling me like, dude, you need to start doing your own thing. Your own thing. Like, you really need to think about doing your own thing always. Because he's an artist too. He's a designer. He understands that this thing is super unstable. You never know when your next client is going to appear or go. So it's not like being a doctor or being a lawyer, which is kind of sad. In Costa Rica, we do have a lot of lawyers and a lot of doctors unemployed, which is super sad to see. But nonetheless, they can open their own private thing and do their own thing. Which I think that applies for any profession, I guess. It applies for all professions, I think. Like, yeah, I think no matter what your profession or skill is, you always need to try to be an entrepreneur. And don't get me wrong, right? Like, you do want to get some experience, right? You do want to get out there and get a very serious job, work for a couple of years, learn how the industry works, and then you can actually separate and do your own thing. But now talking about 3D art and stuff, I believe that if you're a 3D artist or a digital artist, you should always think about creating your own assets, creating your own digital products. It really doesn't matter, just put them out there. Always try to work a little bit on that thing, and with time it will grow and grow and grow. And whenever the time comes and you don't have a client, you don't have a job, that little thing will actually give you that little drop of water that you need to go forward, right? Yeah. My professor, since I started doing 3D in 2014, let's say 2015 I started with 3D. Is it like 9 years now? I had this professor always telling me like, dude, create your own assets, sell your own 3D models. You never know. And he actually told us about this chocolate cookie that he put on Sketchfab. That actually is one of his best products. A chocolate cookie. Who will ever think about it? Yeah. So that's my advice. Always try to build your own brand, your own thing, and yeah, like just be very grateful with everybody who is asking you for a service, let's say. Like, be grateful with all your clients, and try to always give them more than they expect from you. And you should be good, because remember, like, there's so many people trying to do creative things that there's always gonna be somebody better than you, faster than you, more focused than you, and they're gonna charge less than you. So you need to really deliver, really deliver. the best quality you can. Wall windowed bars. Wow, I haven't seen this one. Oh, those are beautiful. Wow, these asset packs are so nice. Like, I'm really liking this style. Like, seriously, like.
Tie is new. It's JJ's.
Hello, sorry, Lito. I'm working right now. I cannot get distracted on with the chat, but I appreciate you coming by. All right, let's continue. And then I also need to always I always check on the videos, and I always try to cut out the time that I'm actually not working and I'm actually not progressing, because I don't want to charge for that. You need to be very honest with this thing, and not only because you want to respect your client, but also because you want to know exactly how much time it takes you. And there's a software I wanna actually download that will actually count all the clicks that I do and all the keystrokes and stuff, so I get to know exactly when I'm touching the Unreal Engine program and whenever I'm not touching the Unreal Engine program. That will give me exactly the amount of time I'm working on a project, which sounds very crazy, right? Like, which is like, dude, like, wow, that's insane. But you do want to know, like, that's the difference between a professional and an amateur, like a beginner artist. If somebody asks you how long will that take you to achieve, you don't have an idea, which is the hardest thing to actually do in 3D. I'm not gonna lie, like, when I started doing 3D for clients and for my friends and other people, I always felt terrible because I charge one amount of money, like a specific amount, and then I ended up working double or triple because I didn't know how to manage my time and I didn't know how long does something take. So it was not nice. And the client, he never, like, if you have a client, you don't want to be like, hey, well, I'm gonna charge you 3 times more than I told you. And he was like, what? You are the one who is supposed to know exactly how much time you take to do something. So nobody wants to hear that. Imagine like going to McDonald's or something and looking at a price tag, and then you go to pay and they're like, well, it's gonna be double the price, and you're like, but it says this, and then you're charging me that. Well, we calculated it wrong, so I'm sorry. No, nobody wants that. So you need to really be careful. Those benches, no, those don't really like. I don't like those. That's better. Okay, bonfire. That's my advice for clients. Okay, 0.1. Okay, oh, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful right here. Yay! Little by little, getting a little better idea of the space. And we are almost there. This might not be the most interesting thing to do on a live stream, but it's nice to show you the process. Sometimes it's sometimes it's not so fun. Sometimes it's very fun. I remember this client asking me to rename like 300 files. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really felt I was like I really didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do that at all. But well, I needed to. Okay, so we got this. Um, okay, these chests are a little bit interesting because the pivot point of the little top part is not is different a little bit on some of them. So static mesh prop chest 01, I guess is this one. Let me double check. Okay, we have this little chest, and then we want the little lid, and the lid is I guess this one. There you go. Good. We have some of them that do not match. Okay, cool. Let's get this going, and then we're gonna go down. Okay. Sweating a little bit. I'm getting that feeling of somebody's is watching me. It's kind of interesting because I used to work in live events, making visuals for concerts and stuff, and it's very cool. It's very cool to have a public. Okay. Sometimes they give you very nice comments, sometimes not so nice. But every time they don't give you a nice comment, you need to really try to improve, because everybody, it's nice to get feedback from people. Prop chest number 3. Do we have a prop chest number 3? No, it's the same one as number 2. It's just that it's the third one on the asset, on the outliner. Okay, cool. Whew. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Right? Oh, nice. So this one is a little bit more moved than the other one. Let's give it a little bit twist, and let's make it a little twisted. Nice. Maybe to the other side, and maybe these two together we can like actually make them more interesting like that. And this one also, let's twist them up, just make it more interesting. Prop chest 4. Okay, so is it this one, and then the lead is this one. Things here start getting a little bit slower because we are starting to get individual little assets, which okay, there's not much left. Okay, which is actually what makes it nicer. I think my control key is a little bit, need to press it harder to work. Okay, this one right there, and then this one right here. Is it this one? Nope. You see, that's the one I was telling you about. That one is the one. Okay. Okay, we got the coffin. Good. No need to place this one. And here we do have a coffin and coffin lid. Okay. This is a wood one? A stone one? Do they have materials? I guess. Yeah, they do have. So the lid again goes here. Coffin 1, lid goes here. Cool. Metal crate. Wow, I'm sweating a little bit. A little bit of housekeeping before starting with the actual environment. Okay, so we got metal 1. Okay, metal 1 right here. Boop. Let's go and check. Okay, cool. Then we got wood 1 right here. So here is wood 1, wood wood 2. Oops, no, that's not wood 2. Wood 2 is this one. And then we have wood 4. Then we have wood 5. Okay, which is a double one. Let's see, it's placed nicely. Great. Okay. Oh, this is a very nice prop. Let's check. Cool. Spikes. Goblin spikes. Oh, cool. Goblin spikes 1. Goblin spikes 2. 3. 4. Tent 2. Tent 3. Oh, that tent is great. We're gonna use that in the jungle environment for sure. Beautiful. Right there. We're gonna make it mossy and stuff. Super cool stuff. Alright, yeah. These are beautiful for the jungle environment as well. We got some construction noises. Thankfully nothing too serious. Okay, so we got some knights standing. Broken, laying. Oh, okay. Skeleton slave. And those are a little bit intense. Sorry for the construction noises. I hope they are not too. Shackles 1, Shackles 2. Oh, Jesus. What? Yeah, well, humanity always been like absolutely crazy and barbaric, even nowadays. Nothing has ever changed. Skeleton 1. Okay, we got that placed. Good. Ornate. Oh, those are super sweet. I like these torches a lot. I know this asset. So ornate 2. Okay, we're gonna put some of them here. Let's check them out. Okay, cool. The lighting, we do need to rework the lighting, which it's okay. It did not carry all the lights, which I think those are Niagara or cascade effects. But it should show, because the candles came with particle effects that actually worked very nice. Maybe those are just turned off. I need to check the asset pack images. Group 1. Okay, let's check those vases. Vase. Oh, now they're called vases. In the other asset pack, they were called pots, which it actually, a pot is usually used for soil, and a vase is used for water. Okay, so we have banner 1. Those banners are beautiful. I just really want to add some movement to them. That'll be super cool. We got some banners. Banner 3. Here we're gonna add some banner right there. We're gonna add some banner 5. Banner 5. Banner 6. Okay, almost there. Spears 1. Okay, we don't have that thing. Let's go spear 1. That's great. Okay, we are looking for the trap spears. Okay, these are vertical. They come from the ground. And traps right here. And then we got the trap spears. Great. I haven't heard that word before. Great. Let's see. Okay, spears. Great. There you go. It's like a kind of... what's the word for this? Like a grid? Okay, nice. We just need to finish 2 more little areas, which I think they're very small. So we have the shrine area right here, which is very short, good. And then we have the storage room, which is actually pretty short and stuff. And that's it. And with those 2, we should be able to have this thing finished. Background black 2. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, it's just the same one. It's just okay, cool, nice. Okay, we have a background. That's nice. So we don't have any like light leakages. I think that's what it does. It's a big box that covers the thing. Let me see. Yeah, it's a big box that covers little spaces where light might leak. Okay, cool. The library is looking amazing. We still have some lighting to do here, but most of the light it's going on. This is the perfect place to add some destruction. When you have symmetrical areas like this, you can just break the left or the right, and then it just becomes much more interesting. Okay, really like this one. This do they have texture? No, they don't have a material. This is the default Unreal Engine material, and it looks amazing, but I know that they have their own material, which I'm just gonna look. And here we're gonna continue adding stuff to this area right here. Okay, let's see. The runes are working great. Yeah, I think everything came nicely. Nice. We have this area actually working. Those twisted trees are beautiful. I'm gonna use them for the burnt forest. Okay, nice. Okay, let's just try to finish this up because I'm getting a little dizzy with this thing. Corridor royal corridor, and it's a room shrine. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, I haven't seen this one before. Let's see where we are. Oh, okay, we got some intersection right there. So we can fix that by there you go. Oh, look at this. It's actually duplicated. Oh no, I see. It's another piece that was underneath. Even though this is a prefab, it also comes with little mistakes. Obviously, like, they're not gonna take their time to actually make it absolutely perfect everywhere. It's just a demonstration map. There's where the environment artist comes and actually makes it look sweet. Okay, cool. So okay, main area, no, we don't want that. We're going to the shrine. So we got this. Okay, let's go and let's keep on building this stuff. I mean, rebuilding this. Okay, cool. We got this one. Okay, curved 1. Okay, right there. And then we got the curved 2 right here, and then we got the curve 3 right here. Cool. And then we got the stone curved corner. Which is all of these right here. Sweet. We got the flat ceiling. Okay. One, 4. Oh, that's cool. What is this? Like, it's like a broken ceiling. Nice. All right. Okay. So we are building this little area right here. Corner, flat, round. Okay. We got flower number 1. Wow, we got some flowers. Flower number 2. Oh, those are beautiful for the tropical area. Gem large 1. Right there. Grass number 2. Grass number 2. We have 2 grasses, which is most likely the first one. And then on the third one, let's see if we have a third one. We have 2 number 3s. Okay. Okay. Mushroom giant. Oh, okay. I'm liking this. Maybe it's gonna work nice for the. We got the giant mushroom right there, and we got the mushroom small. Right here. Small 2. Wall 1. It's time to close this up. Mushroom wall 1. Mushroom wall 2. And this goes right here. Then we got the mushroom wall 3. Okay, and then we got the broken pillar 2. Okay, right here. Broken pillar 2, broken pile 2. Okay, that's a great way to name assets as a nice naming convention. Let's see, round 1. Nope, select the whole thing. There you go. I tried finishing this yesterday, but it was getting too late. I decided to leave this for today. Flat 1. I guess it's this one, because the other one, the color does not match. Okay, that matches nicely. Okay. Flat rock 2. Great. Flat rock 3. Right there. 4. 5. Does it match? I guess. Yep. Oh, I see. This one, it's intersecting with the little mushroom. A little bit. Okay, cool. It's very common, that little intersection. We have flat 5. Root environment 1. Those roots are cool. Pebble 1. Pebble 1, Pebble 2. Pebble 3. Nice. Pebble vessel 1. I mean, it's stone vessel. Let's see what this is. Okay, nice. Stone vessel. Alright, then we have a bunch of repeated tiles, which is the floor. We have tile 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, we need to be more careful with this. So we do get a little bit of the tile 1. 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 repeats. Great. Nice. And then we got 7. 7. Good. 8. And then we got pentagram. Okay, we might not want that in the game. Oh, which is not even visible. Like, why do you put this here if it is not visible? Huh? Are you just using the edges? Okay. That's what? Okay, I understand. You just want the edges of this. Okay. Oh, dandelion. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're gonna use those a lot. And these are huge. Like, what's wrong with this? Whoa, they're supposed to be little, not so big. Well, it's a fantasy game, I guess. Huge dandelions. Imagine the character just flying from one area to another in a little dandelion kind of seed. That will be super nice. Twisted here. Twisted 2. These twisted trees are super nice. That's what we need for the burnt forest. But I want to add some actual ashes falling down and some lava and stuff. Okay, so we have wall 1. Great. We're gonna close this up a little bit. Wall 3, which is right there. Wall 4. which is, they have a static mesh that is called, it's just the static mesh environment wall 4, and then there's one that it's called texture, but it's a static mesh. I don't really understand what's the difference between those two. Obviously, the one that works is the static mesh, but it's very interesting. I would like to know why do they have this other one, and they don't look the same. This is a flat. Oh, I see. It's a flat plane with the texture only, and this one is the actual mesh with the actual. Let me see if I can show you. This one is the actual mesh with geometry, and this is just a texture. Maybe for if you have this very high up or far away from the player camera, you can get away with that for optimization, I guess. Interesting. Haven't seen this in another asset pack. All right, almost here. We're gonna get this wall, which is this wall number 1. Those are super nice. Yep, and we got the shrine almost there. We got this and this, and the last little asset is called the main door. Boom. So now we have a main door. Nice. And this is the little magical area right here. Do we have some intersection there? No, it's cool. Those dandelions, I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe we can make them a little smaller actually. Not such a big fan of those being so big. And I want to twist this towards the actual light, so the composition lines point to the center. Awesome. So your eye keeps on traveling through the environment instead of pointing to the corners. Okay, this is kind of cool. I don't see anything weird. No gaps in lighting, no intersection. I see this very nice. Okay, now finally we have the last storage room, which is also a small area, which it's gonna be the last one. Finally, the storage room, and we have a lot of repetition for it, which I'm very happy. So I'm just gonna place this, and let's go. This is connected to this area. Nice. Now we're gonna close this thing, and let me just check something. We had this other area, which I think that it should be finished now. Oh no, it has a little gap right there. Okay. We do need to fix that little gap, and we do need to fix these floating fences. And here we do need some stairs. Here we are missing some stuff. I see these are not the stairs we need. Okay, maybe we need the big ones. There you go. And here maybe we don't need this one. We need the other one, which is another carpet. Oh, this skeleton knight, it's super cool. I should be able to pose them into a T-pose and make them an enemy. I kind of wanna. It's called rug, not carpet. It's rug. And maybe we can try another one that fits better in that position, because this one maybe not. Maybe it's not the right one. This area needs a little work because I think I missed one staircase here. Let me see if it's actually floating somewhere. I think, yeah. And the fences are not connected. Okay, this area needs a little bit of oh, I see some stuff in here as well. Yeah, we do need to work a little bit on this area. This is probably the area that has, we have some light gaps. Okay, we can close that easily. Let's see, perfect for lava floor right here. Yep, some little gaps, easy to fix. Okay, cool, this is not so problematic. I think all the other areas are mostly very nice. We had some goblin stuff. Let's see, is it around here? And here I'm missing another thing on the floor, which might be little things like that I need to double check. But most of the environment, another light gap right here, little things that we're gonna close and fix. Is this floating? No, it has a pillar. Okay, maybe a double pillar makes more sense there. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's go with the last one and just actually fix at the end. Okay. So ceiling stone 1, we're gonna get this one here and double check. Okay, we are making this little area right there, and then we're gonna make the stairs. Also stairs, which is just a flat plane. Okay. Door 4, good. Door frame. Zero 1, 0 2. Okay, almost there. We're gonna get the edge 0 1. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, I think it's gonna be well, it's a storage room. Okay, let's see. It really feels like following a Lego manual or something. Okay, let's see. Oh, those are super nice. These are called Environment Rock Brick Simple 1. Okay, those are very important, and I think we do need them for the other, close that little gap on the other environment and on the other area. Pebbles. Okay, pebbles too. Stairs. Let's get the stairs going. And we're gonna get the wall. Environment stair wall. Okay, this is stair wall, just like that. So stair wall like this. Okay, cool. And then we need to get the tiles. And this tile is okay. sometimes it doesn't want to control copy. This is the tile. Was it this one? Well, it doesn't really matter what tile it is, as long as it's not the corner piece. As long as it's not the one that works only for the corner. This one is the wall 7. So we do have that one, which is one without texture. Oh, it's like a faded texture. Okay. And then wall. Okay. Oof. Let's see. I haven't used this one. Okay, so all of these walls are this. There you go. We got the walls going, and we need some pillars. Okay, we got the door frame. Door frame here. Double check. Okay, it works. Let's save. Door frame 1 door. This is wall end. Okay, there you go. That's what I wanted. A little pillars. This is gonna close all those gaps. We got some little light leakage right there. It's no problem. We're gonna fix it. And then quarter walls. Great. And we're gonna go here and add those to close those gaps. Nice. So we have quarter, trim top, and we're gonna just come here and this is 0.2. Okay, so we're gonna get that right here. Let's see what is that doing. Okay, it's gonna cover that. Oh, it's a nice transition between those two pieces. Very little nice piece right there. Okay, and I think we're almost there. Yay. Okay, the wood beams are super nice when you're using a lot of bricks in medieval constructions. It makes sense to have some wooden beams to actually hold that stone. Very good stuff. Also breaks the pattern and makes it look more interesting visually. Okay, cool. We got some barrels. Nice. We got some broken barrel 1. Okay, we need to look this up. Broken barrel 1. Oh, that's cool. Broken barrel 2. Broken barrel 2. Barrel large 1. Oh, those large barrels are super cool. Yep, right there. Let's see where it placed. I see we got a little tiny intersection, which doesn't really matter, but it's nice to just push it out a little. Large barrel. Let me just go with the key. Arrow key, just so I don't jump over anything. There you go. And we are almost there. 1 hour later. Candle stand 1 preset. So it's a candle stand without preset. There you go. This is the one. So let's go here and just put it there. Nice. And we also have chain. So chain 2. Doesn't want to copy sometimes. I guess it's time to buy a new keyboard. So chain 6. Okay, wood 2. Wood 3. Wooden crate number 3, number 5. Those are very cool ones, the double ones. Let's see how they look. Okay, save. What is this just doing there? This looks a little bit out of place. It's nice to have this order, but this is too much disorder. Nice, I like that better. So, okay, let's go chain, crates, fire pit. Alright. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful asset. Let's see how it looks. Cool. We got the ventilation. Important. Since we are underground, we do need that ventilation. Right here. Super cool. Ventilation pipe 1. Right there. And we got the ventilation pipe 1 4 times. It's very nice. Okay. I think it goes very high up. Okay, then table 1. Oh, interesting. We have 3 different props for this. Let's see what actually works. Okay, this one is not the one. I guess it's this one, but I'm gonna just push it a little bit. And then we have again these torches, which are super nice. And finally we got the vase, and this is the last little prop. Yeah, the vase group. And here we go. Boop. That's it. There you go. Beautiful. That's it. We got this thing done. Let's just push this a little bit into the wall so we don't get that light gap in there. There you go. Better. Maybe push it out and out to this side, so we do still have that little difference and feels like a little pillar. Okay, when this happens, we can just scale up, I guess, just a tiny bit. It really doesn't match the size of the bricks. Okay, so another solution is, it really doesn't match it on scale 1. No, it doesn't really match, so there's no problem. Yeah, it doesn't really match the original size, so let's actually just push the scale a little. So we do get that little feeling of a pillar. Nice, nice. And nobody will see this other part. This is out of the... Yep. This is from the outside. So most of the thing is actually complete now. I think... Yeah, we got some lighting issues. This area is super cool. We have some electricity and like crazy scientist stuff, which I'm not really sure we're gonna go with that thing, but nice to have all the assets placed, all the assets in place. So I think I remember having some problems here as well. Let's see. Okay, we got a little gap right here, I guess. Is that a gap? Yep. To fix this little gap, we can where is it? Okay, I see. Let me just copy this one. Oop, move it a little bit, rotate it, put it in there, and close that little gap right there. We don't want that gap. And we don't want intersection as well. Not much. Here, I see they tried to close it, but okay, cool. So we have that thing closed. I remember more gaps in here. The bottom part is not so important since I want to have some lava covering all of this floor. Yep, I think that was the gap. I remember we had another problem somewhere around here. I don't see it anymore. It's gonna pop up eventually. Up, up, up. I see a little gap right here. It really is gonna be very hard to tell, actually. Yeah. Not gonna close it. Oh, this gap, it is bad. Yeah, this one is bad. We do want to just push that little rock a little bit. That one was a problem, yeah, because it's visible from got some construction going on the other apartment. Those gaps are very important because since we're gonna be on this platform, we will be able to see them, which is a big no. Here, is it light leakage? What is this? No, it's just a little light hitting that face. Okay, this area, it's approved for now. This area is good enough. Let's continue with the other area that needs a lot of work. It's the only area that actually came up a little bad. This one. This is the area that actually needs a little care. Oh wow. I guess they're building like a wood structure or something on the other apartment. Okay, let's see. Okay, lava on the floor. That's good. Here, we have this other gap, so no problem. Just duplicate this one and push it into the corner. Give it a little bit of variation, somehow like that. Okay, nice. Here we can also just push into the wall, which is not so. I think it's okay like that. Oops, I see some stuff right here. Okay, that's good. We got that solved. The ceiling looks clean. I did solve some issues yesterday with the ceiling. Those vertical things right here, I'm not a big fan. Stone pillar 4. Oh, we do have some gaps in there. Oh, I see. We can get rid of that. Doesn't make sense to have this horizontal thing. I think that's a mistake by my side. I think that let's see, ceiling stone pillar. Well, it's called ceiling for some reason. I don't understand. Is there like another thing that holds it or something? Okay, let me think about this. We had another piece that I really liked. This library is super cool. We can give a little bit more color to the books. They feel very old, which is kind of cool, but we need more variation on the color. Let's see, what was the part? This is the little thing I think will look perfect for that thing. Wow, this is huge. I'm getting lost. Is it here? Is it there? Okay. Let me see. Is it this one? Yeah, just a little piece like that. I think it will just cut. It will make it look nicer like that. Pivot point is on the center, so it's not gonna be the friendliest thing to set up. But no problem. It's let's just set it up super quickly. With the duplication trick. And I think one more. Right there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna cut these two out, which I don't need. Okay, these walls are one-sided. Interesting. Good for optimization, but not so good for lumen. Maybe I think we are not gonna use lumen actually for performance. So that's great. Okay, here I'm gonna like split this a little, this one as well. Yeah, just and this vertical, I mean this line I can copy, and the other one I can copy as well. The less I use the best, and I can change how much it goes in and out from one side to actually add variation to this. Repetition can actually rotate, but the real thing is that nobody will be able to see this here, which is kind of fun. Again, don't really like light leakage, and I don't really, you never know, maybe we can have some items hidden somewhere around here. It's always good to try to make things watertight. Okay, cool. What is this? Okay, no, we need to close that gap. Okay, so here I'm going to duplicate this and this and this, and I think here we had a gap. No. Okay, cool. And this is the last one before we actually fix the other place, and with that I think we are finished with this little dungeon, this underground castle. Oh, they don't match, they have a different oh, interesting. Oh, because there's a door on the other side, it makes sense. So the pillars are distributed differently. Okay, here we have a little tiny problem. Here I can just come and stretch a little bit. It's okay, nobody will see that. And here I'm just going to push this one in there. Nice, good. Oh, we have another gap. I guess let's just try to push it here. Double check. These pillars are cool, but I would like to duplicate. We have some, I see some intersection issues right here, which is part of the assembly. You see, we need something to hold this but it doesn't make sense to have that there. Let's see, does it make sense to have this here? Makes it look more interesting, I guess. Yeah, let's just keep it there. We can actually hang something from there. That'll be nice. It's okay, and it actually can work if you have enough stone. I mean, it might be able to hold, but still, they're not coming from a very good place. This one needs to be in the middle of this. Pillar, and this one needs to be here as well. I think I'm gonna go on lit for a second just to see where these are. It's funny, when I don't have internet it's super silent, and when I'm able to stream, the construction starts. Wow. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm just very happy that I'm able to record the process and upload it without having much issues. I see. Okay, let's go lit. I see everything's good. Here's very dark. We do need to work on the lighting here. Okay, everything's cool. I'm just missing one little pillar. Huh. Maybe I did delete some stuff yesterday without checking it out. Alright, I think that's nice. Let's go lit. Save. Okay, cool. Nice. So let's see, does it make sense to have this here, or it does not make sense? It makes sense to have a smaller rug. Maybe not. None of these make sense. This one is a shorter one. I mean, we do have a shorter one. Let's... I cannot stretch it because it breaks the pattern, which this pattern is actually stretched. Can I make it just a tiny bit smaller? It's okay, I guess. Okay, so here we have a couple of problems. We have a couple of problems to solve, which are not that difficult. We have this little thing that makes no sense here, which we can actually just what if we stretch? I think we can get away with it if we don't do it too much. We can get away with that one. We can get away with this one. Okay, and here we can just get rid of those at all, but it doesn't look that interesting. And here I see we have some problems with the connection of this. We do want to touch, there you go, close that gap, because it makes no sense to have that line in there. Yep, that gap right there, I don't like it. Let's close a tiny bit, and then this one actually comes this way and pushes out that way. And I see the position of this is not great. Let's copy the location is 0, okay, on C axis. Great. Now we have the same height, clean, okay. And here we can do the same as well here. We can delete this one. We can stretch this one just a tiny bit. We can actually copy this scaling on all of them to achieve the same scaling, but it doesn't really matter as long as you just do it a little bit. And it's even nice to have them. Aló, buenas. Aló, buenas. ¿Con quién estoy hablando?
Mi nombre es Nicole Vega. ¿A qué número podemos localizar a don Daniel? Hablo por parte de Banque de Domati.
¿Me están intentando estafar?
No, Daniel, es que le hablo directamente del parte de Banque.
¿Cómo sé que me están hablando del banco?
Bueno, mi nombre es Nicole Vega. Le puedo ofrecer lo que es mi número de colaborador o bien solamente le comento que es para un beneficio que no tiene activo.
¿Qué se le ofrece? Me están ofreciendo un servicio. No, gracias, ya me han ofrecido esto varias veces. Me gustaría que me apuntaran en una lista especial a donde no me vuelvan a ofrecer servicios ni ningún tipo de tarjeta. Si es posible, yo sé que su trabajo es ofrecerles tarjetas a las personas, pero si me podrían hacer el favor de dejar de ofrecerme, se los agradecería un montón. Estoy ahora en horas laborales y me parece un poquito una pérdida de tiempo. Entonces, tengan un excelente día y espero que no me vuelvan a llamar. Gracias. I love banks. It's like, do you want a new card? And I'm like, can you please stop calling me here? I know it's your job, but can you please stop doing it? I don't appreciate banks calling me. It's like, that's not why I gave them my phone number. Especially a bank that took some money out of my account a couple of months ago. We actually I'm gonna close my account with those guys. Still waiting for a resolution on that money, but better not to. There's a black spot in here which I'm not so happy with. And just to be smarter, you don't. Oh, look at these stairs, these are beautiful. Oh, I see. Hey, actually, let's use those here. Can we actually just get those in here? Yeah, actually, if somebody calls you from a bank, I'd rather not even take the phone call. Oh, the color is a little different, it doesn't match. Yeah, I'd rather not even take the phone call because there's a lot of scams going around. Like a lot. It's scary how many emails I get per week, how many calls I get per week. It's people are very hungry these days. So whenever a bank calls me, I'm like, there's no reason for you to call me. If I have a problem, I will call you guys, or I will go in person to the bank. So there's no reason to be talking on the phone. And they're like, yeah, you're right. Well, goodbye. Funny thing is that I don't even have don't even have enough money on the bank for them to like bother me so much. I can't imagine having like a big account. They will be calling you every day. Okay, cool. So this is kind of nice. Can I just stretch it? No, it will look weird. Yeah. Let me think. What if I duplicate and move? No, we don't want that. We want to change this for this one. There you go. Okay, cool. And then and it's kind of interesting how the phone call got through, because I don't have signal here. I just have Wi-Fi, which is kind of interesting. This is kind of cool. I like this. We fixed the little oh no, we didn't. This actually, it's nope, this does not make sense. And I think I'm going to just use normal stairs. Yeah, I wanted the rock to be there. That'll be super cool. Nope. Let me think about this. We can stretch it. No. If we stretch it, nope. We need to use other stairs. That's why I recommend people always having a personal email, an email that you don't share with anybody. You don't put on any website, on any service, and then you have a public email that you actually put everywhere. That way nobody will be able to send you spam or phishing emails. I guess I'm going to do the same with my phone number. I'm gonna have a public phone number and a private phone number that I won't share with anybody. So if I do get a call, I know it's only family or close friends, and it's like, okay, cool. But once you start giving your information away, there's these data brokers who are just going to recollect it and resell it, and that's when you get a lot of promotions from WhatsApp messages, from calls, and it's like, who are you and why are you calling me? No, this is not so nice. I don't like being rude on the phone or anything, but it's just that nowadays we have so much going on. When it comes to scams and stuff like that. So, and actually one friend of mine got scammed very badly a couple of months ago, and yeah, I get very pissed off when those things happen. I don't know what stairs do they want me to use here. I don't really know what stairs they need me to use. I don't want to use this because it looks symmetrical, looks boring, looks like, yep, like we just mirrored this. Looks very, very weird. It has that angle. Kind of looks cool though, but it's broken. Can I have another one that is not broken? Oh, I think these are the stairs. These are the stairs we need to use here. Transform X. No, it's okay. Let's keep it like that. It's okay. Cool. So that's most of it now. I kind of just want to fix this little floating fence, and I think it's done. It's done for now. Lighting, I'm gonna redo, no problem. But now we got the main thing going. Skeleton. Oh, nice. We have everything on T-pose. And it's actually rigged? What? Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Meaning that we can retarget this? Hey. Meaning that we can retarget this to the mannequin. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Right. Hopefully. Okay, scale is 1.9. Let's copy scale. There you go. Let's paste. This skeleton king right here, or skeleton knight. Maybe he should not be sitting there with an armor. Usually kings, they do have an armor, but they don't use a helmet like that. They use a crown. But it looks very cool. It's like one of those bosses that you enter and it just wakes up like you are invading my throne, and then you need to actually fight him. Okay, nice, I like this. I should have taken advantage of that phone call, and actually I should have told her a couple of things. A couple of things I don't like about that bank. Which will be just a waste of time, because she's just a worker and she's obligated to call people and offer them nonsense. Okay, fences, and that's it. Fences, and we are done with this environment right here, which we're going to actually migrate to the main one, and then we can modify it. This dark texture on the sides, I'm not happy with this. Not happy at all with these dark spots. We can modify that actually, but those little details I'm gonna leave. I want some pillars, which is railing pillar is called. Railing pillars. Pillar. Is this all we got? No, we have more. I'm sure we got more. Nope, this is not the one. Okay. I'm super sure we have more. we need some interesting pillars for this. We got some here. Those are big ones. Something that goes with these ones. We have this shape that goes in. Is this the one that goes well with them? Let's see. 45. I guess they go well. Now texture is not matching. Let's add this up. Texture. Oh, it's the same texture. Okay. We will need a variation of that. Is that not? That's not the color. Oh, I think I found it. Is that the same one? Nope, definitely. Okay, I think this is the one. Okay, now I need to find some scale that works with this. More, a little bigger, not too big, because we cannot actually go out of this border. I think that looks kind of nice. Okay, fence, I want it to be right on the middle of this. Nice, that looks kind of cool. And meaning that is it the X axis? We're gonna copy this and paste it. Now we're gonna just rotate 1, 2, 3, 1 to the other side, and copy. Paste them around, rotate 1, 2, and 1, 2 to the other side. That way we should have some different pillars. Okay, cool. I think this is nice. Is the texture the same? We got number 3 on all of them because it's duplicated. Nice. Does it make sense? It really doesn't. No, it really doesn't make sense. We need to push this one out and touch this thing. Cool. I think that makes much more sense. Then we're gonna just move this one. Push it there. Push it here. Duplicate this one. Okay, yeah, let's just make a closed fence. Okay, and then it looks like a battle arena, like a boss battle arena. There's no escape. It's just you and the boss. So this gives that feeling of there's no way out. Okay, just gonna add it here, and maybe one more, and I think we can close. Okay, so it's not touching the border. Yeah, now we can actually try to scale a little bit. It's not gonna reach this angle here. Does not connect so nicely to that. Okay, in this case what we do is basically, I guess the smartest thing to do is just push this to a position where it makes a little bit more sense. Just touch that other mesh, and then we push these other two. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2 on the middle. This is a little bit more difficult. Okay, I thought we should be able to just scale. We're gonna have 3 and 3. Okay, so maybe yeah, it's yeah, I thought we were going to be able to just scale the center one, but there's no center. It's a pair. So 3 and 3 we can add here. Let me think about this, which is not super important, but since it's architecture, it's nice to actually give that symmetrical feel in a so in that case we are just gonna scale the center ones, I guess. Yeah, let's just scale the center ones by 1.2. Not like that, but 1.2, a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna just scale this one and copy the same scale on this one up, not like that, without the little lock, so we only do one axis. There you go. Okay, cool. So here I'm going to try to find that sweet spot between those two, and I think that's the sweet spot. And this one needs to go over here, and that's not the right number. Let's go 1.2. Okay. Hopefully this works. I think we got, yeah, 1.2 was the number. Does it look very different? We got shorter ones, bigger ones, shorter ones, very large ones. We do have 3 different kinds of fences, which is not ideal. But it's a quick solution, which not that noticeable. So we're going to push all of this, okay, to the other side, and that's it. We got this area done. Okay, we're gonna just find that nice placement in between the railing. It feels natural. Actually, I'm going to move it a tiny bit. Okay, that feels more centered. Good, that's good enough. And it gives us that feeling. Here is wide opened. We don't want that to be open like that. So yeah, since we are here, I guess that could be easily fixed. Let me just find this thing which is called angled railing, and I'm going to place those in there, and that will close that little gap. Unfortunately, the stairs are a little bit too wide, which might not help that much. Okay, let me see if is this symmetrical. Okay, can I actually just go like this and push it up? Okay, it does not give me the actual angle I'm looking for. Let's see what the best solution is here. that feels kind of cool. Just need to add some stuff on the ground. Let's go duplicate, and can we transform and mirror on X and push a tiny bit. Okay, yeah, we just need to add some like little stones on the ground to cover that little area. Let's see, like it's not petals but rumble, I think it's called rubble. Okay, let me look on the actual folder. I mean these ones. Yeah, we need we need something like yeah, in this case, I think we will need to make a custom piece. Okay, and change the texture of this, because I mean the color, which is number 3, I guess. No, number 2. Oh, number. All right. Yeah, this is not the right color for this. Maybe it's just the lighting that is messing the colors up. In this case, I do want to create a custom piece here, because I do need to close this gap. Let me think. Okay, so let's go Control B. Let's go Control D. Let's just push this little thing here, and let's just right there. And actually, let's get this going with location. Paste. Is it on the right spot? That's not the location I need. Why is doing this? I copied the wrong location, I guess. Copy location, paste location, and again it's just flying like crazy. What? That's interesting. Yep, let's actually go Control D, and this other one we're gonna change the instance for this one, and then I'm going to actually just push it around like this, and let's see, let's push it around like this. Let's go modeling, and then we go to attributes, and we go to generate polygroups, and we find the quads, and then we go first of all, before doing this, I want to separate this the rock from the rocks. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Model, deform, split, accept. Does it allow me to actually separate this? Let's check. Nope, doesn't allow me to split. Okay, no problem. We just really need a tiny gap. It's just a little tiny gap. So it's time for a Boolean operation right here. Let's just create a little cube right here. That's nice. And I'm gonna make this cube super big like this, and it's gonna cut this thing a little bit like that, and also it's gonna be like huge like this. Okay, just making sure to enclose the whole shape I want to cut needs to be inside that cube. So all of this piece, I'm going to go to Boolean, which is model Boolean, and the box becomes transparent, meaning that it's going to be used as a cutter. And then up we missed a little bit. Poly edit, push this face a little bit farther away, and then we're gonna cut this with the Boolean, and then nice, we cut that off, and then we're gonna make another little box to cut this piece right here. And we can actually use this other piece as a cutter, which is even easier. Let's just actually no, it doesn't really allow me to scale it like I wish. No problem, let's create a box. Okay, and this box, I'm going to copy this rotation, which is here. Right now I'm going to be able to go to model, poly edit, and push this like that, push this up like this, push it down. This face I want to push down, there you go. Okay, cool, I want to push this down. Control the key on the left side of number 1 on the numpad, on the not the numpad, but the one that the keys that is behind the escape key. You go control on that, and it changes from world to object, which is super important. Good thing to know. So here I'm just gonna actually rotate slowly without snapping on 45, and I'm going to actually push this a tiny bit in, trying to get that angle right there. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect, but it needs to intersect a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, cool. Oops, I opened something here. And then I should be able to just select this and select this and cut with the Boolean tool. Okay, the wall becomes transparent, which gives me this super sweet cut right here, and it gives me 2 materials, which, oops, I needed to use this other one, but we're gonna give it its own material because the mapping is gonna be different. Okay, now I can just try to I'm even thinking like, yeah, I think I might not even do this with Boolean tools. Yeah, you know what, these Booleans, let's just, yeah, oops, yeah, let me rethink this a little bit. No, I'm not gonna use Booleans for this actually. We're gonna just model the original piece. Just make sure you have a copy, so we keep the original. Change the instance where it says static mesh. So now we are gonna actually modify this with attributes, generate polygroups, find quads. Okay, and then I'm just simply going to go into, where is it, mesh, a model, deform, vertex sculpting, and I think I should be able just to grab this a little bit with the move tool. Let me see if Unreal allows me just to move this a little bit, just like that. That was the solution I wanted. Yeah, just, you know what, let's just actually make this brush a little bit smaller. Strength, size, where's the size of this stuff? Okay, there you go, size. Okay, let's just push a tiny bit, just enough so we don't deform the actual structure that much. We don't really want wanna deform the stairs that much. We need to be careful not to deform the stairs a lot. And here the same thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna deform the stairs a tiny bit. Oof, yeah, those poles are really going to deform the thing. Oh, damn it. Then I need to like try to since it's so low poly, it really okay, cool. Yep. It kind of looks like crumbled. I do need some rocks. I mean, yeah. I do need some rocks to blend that in. It kind of looks like the stairs fell down a little. Kind of cool. Just need some rocks to actually make it feel nicer. But not gonna work on that right now. That's some little details I'm gonna fix eventually. When I place all of this in the other level, we got some little holes in there, but it's okay. No problem. Nice. We got this area going. Okay, no gaps, no funny open areas, light leakages. I do see something here which is kind of glitchy. Oh, that's because the walls are one-sided. When you move the camera too fast, it kind of glitches. That's why one-sided geometry, one-sided planes are not so nice. They glitch sometimes. And you have some light leakage right there on the pillars, which we're gonna just hide with a big box, black box that covers the whole thing from the outside. No problem. Yep. No need to look at this from the outside, so it's gonna get covered. And this texture, it's okay, we can modify later. And that's it, we got this solved. I see some color variation which I'm not so happy with. Is this the light color that really, whoa, is the light that really changes the color of the mesh? Interesting. Since it's just a color texture, it really gets affected a lot by the light. I mean, all objects get affected by light, but especially when they don't have textures or just like simple color textures. That's it. I think I gave this area enough attention and we know it works. Right, okay, we got it, we got all the areas. Okay, it's looking very nice. I think it's time to take a little break and actually get some food and start actually merging all this together into the main area. Alright, yep, lighting is not the greatest, but we're gonna make it look super cool. Pretty happy. At least I know that everything's working for now. This place, I really like this library stuff. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for watching and have a great